Hello there and welcome back to Sons of the Forest, yes. Back on good old Sons of the Forest. Going to be playing some single player today, continuing right along from where we left off last time. And, just like last time, we are playing on the Boosteroid servers today. Because Boosteroid allows me to play games on the highest quality settings possible, even though my PC can't. Um, yeah, if we go over here to the options just real quick um, here's our graphic settings. Graphic settings are on the max, as max as possible. I don't know the difference between these really. I mean, some of them, I know that there is differences between these types, but yeah, anyway. So yeah, we are playing on the maximum settings, and just to prove to you that we are playing on Boosteroid and not just me having a little bit of an overlay that I'm toggling on and off. Um, Here is Firefox using F11 full screen mode. Um, if we go over here and we click, see we're on Boosteroid. I can just move my mouse around. No big deal. Let's see how our session's going to go today. We're going to do a little bit of a connection test and see if our session's going to go well or not. If we're going to have good quality internet, we'll see. My internet can be okay. Yeah, not bad. 104. My max is 105, so we're pretty much right up there, and we're at latency milliseconds at 46 milliseconds of latency. So we're going to have a little bit of input lag, but probably not enough to notice. So no big deal. Yeah, there we are, back in the game. Let's go ahead and hit back. So yes, we're playing on the Boosteroid servers, and if you don't know what Sons of the Forest is, Sons of the Forest is a survival horror game. A pretty much survival horror game where you survive not only against the elements of survival like hunger, thirst, and sleep, but you also have to survive against other enemies, um, like cannibals and mutants, for example. Yeah, we're going to be fighting against them today, definitely, because we're getting all the story items. Trying to basically get everything we're going to need for doing a like a building video, where we're going to be building a house. A lot of logs, but I'd rather get all the items first. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be traveling around. I'm going to try to cut out a lot of the travel just to show you where all the items are, and just like last time. Yes, and I'd also like to say thank you to Boostrate for allowing me to play this game on the highest settings possible, so our game looks good. Now we are having a little bit of internet drop here and there, I've noticed, but we'll see how she goes. Let's go ahead and load on in. One thing I should mention too is cloud saves are not they are available for Sons of the Forest, but on Boosteroid the saves are local only. So um, I have no idea why that is, but just so you know, when you go to play this game, if you have saves on this game already and you go to play Boosteroid or go to play it with Boosteroid, you're going to experience not having any saves, so you'll have to start over. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes sometimes, though. Um, yeah, it is what it is. So we started a new game on with some custom settings and stuff, such like that. And at any point during this video or after this video, whenever, if you decide that you want to try Boosteroid for yourself, there is a link in the description that will take you directly to the login screen or the sign up screen, so that you can get your account set up. Creating an account with Boosteroid is completely free. You can peruse their games list, and you can look at all of the internet um, connection you want. You can even ask questions. You can go onto their FAQ. You can connect to a live agent, just ask them all kinds of questions, yada yada yada. Get all of the stuff out of it. So that you can make an informed buying purchase, because Boosteroid is not free. And the reason Boosteroid is not free is because Boosteroid, you connect to their servers and you're using their hardware. So they got to maintain all that, including paying staff to maintain all that. So that's why Boosteroid's not free. It's just like, yeah, you have to pay to play your games, but you're paying to access their servers and their hardware. That's why I mention it in every video, so that we get people stop going, why can't I play the free games? It's like, because or why do I have to pay to play my games that I own on Steam, or the games that I own on Epic? It's because of that. Because you're accessing their servers and their hardware, and it's being streamed back to you. It's like paying for Netflix, you know, to watch movies you own. I mean, you don't own them online, but if you own them in DVD form and you just want to watch them on Netflix, there you go. That's an example, I guess. It could work. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and continue right along here and get into the game. I'm not going to talk about Boosteroid too much, but we are going to be playing on Boosteroid servers, as you can clearly see. Let's go back home here. There we go. All right, let's get on into it. All right, and here we are in the game. Yes. So here we are in Boosteroid, still playing. Yes, looking good. And there's a slight input lag at the current moment. That's just because of my internet, though. And also, since we reloaded from our previous save, we get to reloot. Sweet. Oh. I'm full of circuit boards. Yeah, I'm full of circuit boards. Okay. And a full of flares. Alright, cool. So we looted all that. I'm going to throw down one more save since I just looted. I always like to save before I start these caves. Alright, 2. Let's go. So if you don't know, big spoiler warning to this game as well, just in case you have not seen the game. Don't know why you'd be watching this particular one, but anyway, just in case, big huge spoiler warning. I'm going to be spoiling pretty much everything, so, and I'm going to be talking about spoiling pretty much everything, not just showing it off. So yeah, just warning for that. Start doing that as well. Yep, this is the now that the spoiler warning is gone. And people have clicked off or whatever. No. They've muted their ears. Yeah, this is the rebreather cave, by the way. Oh, I almost screwed it. Alright, so one thing about Boosteroid and Firefox is you do need to get rid of using the control for anything, because Control W will close the window. And I've had it happen more than once while trying to play games on Boosteroid. So anyway, that's a fair warning to everyone. So my crouch is now C, and my disassemble is X. That's the way I've set it up. I thought that was pretty easy. Should be some creepies in here and some fingers. Creepies are the skinny ones, the ones that are deaf. There they all are. There they all are. They're all standing around. I think we're gonna go grenade style. I win. Nice. Sorry, I'm not a Call of Duty player, so I don't aim quickly. Ah! Get away from me. Ah! I fired blindly. Gotta save my ammo. There we go. Conserve the ammo. Where you going? Aha! I win. I win! Gun wins. Creepies lose. Also, fingers lose. Unless they're my fingers, then they win. I don't know. I'm being stupid. I'm being silly. You know, just try to ease the creepiness of this game. I've been through this cave like 5-6 times, and I'm still kind of creeped out by it. Fitting that these enemies are called creepies. They are very creepy because they have no eyeballs, they have no mouth, or they did, but it's no longer there. It's like they've been the skin has grown over the eyeballs and the mouth. They're blind, but they're not deaf. They also have no ears either. Yes. Skin the fingers as well. So if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm getting, oh, I'm full of creepy armor. Perfect. I am getting creepy armor. So creepy armor that's what I'm mostly wearing now. This will help protect me. Ooh, bones. I need bones. And some raw fish. Bones, bones, bones. The road made of bones. Stuck. Okay. And we're gonna reload here because there is more creepies and more fingers down this hallway. So we took the fork to the right, by the way, because this is a dead end. So this is where we're going to get the taser, the stun gun. Sorry, not the taser, the stun gun, um, as well as the leather jacket. I think it is, and we get a jump scare as well. So that should be fun. So prepare for the jump scare. Just prepare your butts. Get those anal muscles real tight. Hey. Missed the head. Hey. There's the head. That creepy bum rushed me. Ah! I shot you in the head, I thought. Did you get behind me? Wait, what just happened? Ah! No fingers. Ah! Oh, my armor. I am a terrible shot. Right in the chest. Can't see, can't see. Ah! I told you there was a jump scare. Eye fingers. I'm wasting my ammo. I should not be shooting these guys. To be completely honest. Don't look, YouTube. I forgot to say. Oh, I have all the creepy armor. Oh, wait. Tab. So the one thing I learned is the inventory key. Use the inventory key to exit. We have one ammo. Oh, we were very low on ammo. Yeah, I'm just wasting. But yeah, to use the inventory key to exit the inventory. Because escape also gives control back to you of your pointer out of the game from boost rates. So you'll end up with troubles there. Let me put on a piece of creepy armor. That's what I was looking for. See, if I hit escape, boost rate no longer has control of my pointer, and then I gotta hit escape again in order to exit the inventory. And then, as you can see, I can move my mouse, but I can't turn my character, so I gotta click back in. That's why you open up your inventory, you do what you're doing in your inventory, and then you hit tab, and you just exit out, and it works. And also, my screenshot, I need to upload my screenshot, or I need to save my screenshot from boost rate onto my personal computer. Because I took a screenshot last time, but I thought it would save on, I thought it would save on Steam. But I forgot that the way Steam works is when you take a screenshot, it saves it on your computer locally. And Boosteroid is a streaming service, so sorry, I'm just waiting for the flashlight to die. And Boosteroid is a streaming service, so that screenshot was saved onto their computers, not mine. So I ended up losing it. And since it wasn't, and since screenshots are like they're screenshots, I don't think it's saved onto their servers. Like they're temporary, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, we can go. We're gonna go take the left fork. Left fork has nothing in it other than a skull and some flares, I guess. Also, there's some music. Oh, some more ammo. Sweet. Oh, that was stun gun ammo. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I'm already full of circuit boards. That's a good song. I like it. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's nice and chill. I like it. Ah, babies. Never have I been so scared of a baby. But in this game, I am terrified of them. Not really. It's for the bit, for the joke. So one thing their weakness to is fire. So Molotovs are a great thing. There should be more. Did I just pass by them all, or did I just encounter the first couple? I think I just encountered the first couple. No, no. Okay. I guess that's it. That's all they want to throw at me. I'm gonna save my pistol ammo. Should be a red light up here somewhere. And there it is. Okay, ready for a jump scare? Look inside that hole. Just watch. Nice and intently. Just look nice and close. Ah! Jump scare. And there is the stun gun. Oh, stun gun. And there's the leather suit. Leather jacket. Sorry, not the leather suit. Sorry. There's a difference. There actually is a leather suit, and that's what's for Virginia. So you can turn her into the character from Kill Bill. Man, that's a reference, huh? Reference and a half. I've watched that movie only once, and I don't remember a single thing about it. Watched it when I was younger. Uh, typical, uh, typical punk rock. That's what they call it. And that's not an insult to rock and roll. I love rock and roll, but that's just when they started calling it when they called it punk rock. I just assumed that everybody just they just like took that in word and wear it as a badge of honor. Like, oh, that's just punk rock, what all the punks are listening to. That's punk rock, and it's just like, yeah, awesome. So now it's the official term of that type of music is like punk rock, like skater boy music, I guess you could say. The newer age rock, I guess. Well, I guess it's not newer age anymore. Fuck, shit's old. It's old, buddy. It's old. And no, I'm not drunk, but I've not been drinking. I love this game too much. I love having fun. When I'm by myself, I go slightly insane in every video. Okay. Should be some more enemies down here. I don't know why I pulled out the pistol. I need this. The pistol's only for twins. I should be using it as such. Do you have anything on 3? I do. 4? I do not. Okay. Let's get that sorted. I want to put this on 4. Okay. So 1 and 4 is like my 2 main weapons for caves. Ba-doop. Nobody in this big old empty room. I think there might not be. Whoops. There might not be any enemies any further from here. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We will need our pistol though for this area. Got rope. Okay. Oh, no shark this time. It is random. Okay. I've been to this cave, like I said, about 4 or 5 times. Something like that. Hey, there he is. Up from other rocks there, buddy. Is he dead? I think he's dead. Okay. Yeah. I've been to this cave like 4 or 5 times, and only 3 times out of those 5 times. So I guess... No, I've been to this cave more than that. I've been to it like 8 times. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. But what I do know is the shark isn't always here. Unless they changed it recently. Anyway. There he is. There's our shark friend. Yeah, you do not want to jump in the water with that. Hey, soda. Sweet. Just drinking sodas. Oh, I shouldn't be eating and stuff like that because it might be nighttime. So yep, here we are. We now have the rebreather. So yeah, that's why we want to shoot, because the rebreather, we need to jump in here. Go. Look how creepy this is. It's so good. Oh yeah. Just checking to make sure everything's working correctly. So this is the rebreather cave completed. Pretty much all we gotta do is swim out of here. There won't be much. This is the, as we talked about in the last episode, there's 3 important caves. 2 of which you have to complete. Doesn't matter which order you complete them in, just as long as you complete the 2. One's for the zipline gun, or the rope gun. And this one is for the rebreather. And then we go to the 3rd most important cave. Oh, it is nighttime. It is nighttime. And it is pouring with rain. Oh, that's nice and creepy out here. We're going to go to land. And we're going to sleep in a tent. Yeah, so there's the 3 important caves. So the 3rd cave, you need the first 2 caves. The zipline gun and the rebreather before you can enter the 3rd cave to get the shovel. And that's why I said spoiler warning. Look at all these freaking clams. Oh, did you see that wave roll in? Oh, there's a little bit of a glitch. Did you guys see that wave roll in? That was pretty crazy, yeah? And like I said before, since we have loaded... Oh, full of cereal. We're able to pick up all this stuff again. All the watches and stuff we could want. Anyway. We'll go over there and loot once we sleep, of course. Tab for inventory. There we go. Down the tarp. Boop. And boop. Okay. And let's go to sleep. That's why I shouldn't have ate inside the cave. Because now we need to eat again. Unfortunately. Okay, we'll give a save. We're going to take the rebreather off as well. I don't know. It's not very intrusive, but it definitely still bothers me. So. Oh, and there I go again, hitting escape instead of tab. I gotta eat that cereal. Delicious. Okay. Alright, we're going to pick this up. Oh, got some cannibals checking us out. Alright, we're not gonna bother them and whatnot. So, thinking about building my house like right here. What do you guys think? This should be pretty cool. Getting all the stuff over here is going to be a pain, though. I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, their aggression should be very, very low as well. They're just looking at us. Come on, Kelvin. Stop, don't mess with the locals. Yeah, just, yeah, I see him. Come on. Kelvin. It's like a child. Kelvin, get over here. Don't mess with the locals. Just leave them alone. You don't bother them, they won't bother you. It's like talking to a child. How did I pick up the... Get out of here, stupid rock. Nope, should be good there. Some slug ammo, sweet. Okay. There's also some pistol ammo over here. It's right amongst these. You'll see the icon pop up. Now, is it over this way? It's like, oh, there it is. It's like right there. I was like, knew it's like around these little tarp things. Just see on the ground, or rocks maybe. Sure. Okay, full of those. Full of those. There's one more box over here. Another card. A box with a single arrow in it. Alright, and there's one more box over here. Some more tape. Okay, sweet. I shouldn't be having my flashlight out, that's a waste. Okay, we're gonna get some more stick holders. Can't exactly see if it's straight or not. I wish you could, wish it was slower, but also faster for rotation. This will keep Kelvin busy for a little while. We need plenty of sticks. Okay. There you go. Alright, Kelvin, come here. You should be close enough to the holders, I would think. Alright, get sticks and fill the holders. Okay, buddy, you go do that. We're gonna go on an adventure. Pull out our map here. Okay, so our next location is going to be the purple marker. We're going to stop by the purple marker. We're going to stop by the modern axe camp. And then we're going to go into that third cave as well. The map is a little bit pixelated. It's okay, though. That's what happens when you play on a streaming service. You know, I mean, it is a streaming service. It's not going to be perfect. But hey, look, this game still looks pretty damn good, even on streaming service. Like, I can get used to the quality. Not like I play on better quality myself either. I get the only people I would say that probably complain about the quality is either the ones that have bad internet and don't realize it. Oh, there's a cannibal camp here, isn't there? Is there? Like a couple of totems, but that's about it. I need to stop and get a drink anyway. But or people that have really, really amazing PCs. and play on amazing quality, and then they go to try Boosteroid and they're just like, eh, you know, that type of stuff. It's just like, yeah, you gotta be fair about it. I'm pretty fair about it, I guess. Um, I guess Boosteroid is like perfect for me because I can play games on much higher quality settings, games that are much smoother, they look better, um, because I have a lower end PC. I'm not going to say I have a low end PC, but it's definitely, if I was to rate it, I would give it like, I would give it mid tier level. Like it's not the greatest PC in the world, but it's not bad either. It's just the GPU is needs replaced. It's been overheated like crazy due to that one summer where my AC ran out. And where I live, the summers get to can sometimes get to 105, 106 degrees Fahrenheit, which I think I can't remember if that's like 34 C. I don't know. I translated it once and I done forgot it a long time ago. Um, but yeah, it gets pretty damn hot in the summertime, and my AC broke midsummer, like right in the month of like July, which is June and July is like our hottest summer months. Those are the ones that are in the triple digits, and it was getting, you know, 100 degrees inside the house, and I had to record um, for YouTube and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, you know, I think it was like late summer, my PC started acting weird. Um, it started loading games slower. It started the autosaves started lagging out. The game itself, like locking the game up for a few seconds to 10 to 15 seconds. Loading the game and then loading into the game was one of my biggest issues. Like, just like, man, it's just loading. At first, I thought maybe it was just because some of the games I was playing had some mods on them. Oh, this is a cannibal camp. We're gonna go this way. Uh, I thought, you know, oh, it's just the mods. But then it started happening on Satisfactory. And I noticed, like, if I watched real close, it started out really subtle. But I started watching on Satisfactory, watching the first thing you see when you load in, usually if you have a weapon out or a tool or something, you can see your hand, right? So I started watching the glove because I have high settings, so the glove, you know, with the first person view, the glove is very, very high quality. It looks nice, stuff like that. It looks really good. I started loading in potato graphics for a second, and then loading in the world around me, like very quickly, and then now it's slower and slower. So now when I load into Satisfactory, there's like 5 to 6 seconds of like potato graphics, like graphics lower than the quality settings would allow. And then it loads in, you know, it starts loading. It loads in my character first, and then it starts loading in the area around me, and it lags, and it just, as it's loading in, I think, or at least what my buddy tells me, he's a computer person. He knows a lot of computer stuff. There's some resin here. This is a dig site we need the shovel for, so it's kind of useless for us. I was just following the river. Oh, there's a little box. Hello, box. So he was listening to my problems and whatnot, what I was having, and he's just like, why don't you take your PC apart, clean it, and see if that helps any, you know, helps with any kind of loading. Maybe you got some, because you got cats, maybe you got some hair in there somewhere where hair shouldn't be, and it's causing issues. Or maybe things are starting to get a little warm on your PC, on the side of the PC, which when things get above their normal operating temperature, they start to slow down a little bit. At least that's from what I've experienced. Hey, Yarrow. Nice. Yarrow. And I said, yeah, sure, I can do that. So I took my PC apart, I was cleaning it, and I removed the graphics card, and I noticed, oh, it's getting ready to rain again. I got perception settings on high, so it rains a lot, which is really cool. Precipitation, not perception, you idiot. There we go. Fixed it. Here's the modern axe camp, by the way. It's at these 3 crossroads. Oh, yeah? There's some C4. Some more C4, sure. A rock. Some bottles. I forgot I'm full on circuit boards, so there's no reason to break that. Yeah, the modern axe is in this guy's chest here. Just in case you didn't see last episode. Let me drink that. Delicious. Yeah, and there was some burn marks, or overheating marks, basically. What happens to the metal is it kind of rainbows out a little bit. And that's what happened to my graphics card on the backside, where you plug in the HDMI and DVI and stuff like that. So yeah, that's exactly what happened. Is it overheated? And he's like, "Did you overheat like one of the chipsets or something, maybe?" And I said, "I don't know." And he said, "Well, can you see the backside of your card?" And I said, "No, I think it's an unremovable plate. Maybe it's removable, and I haven't looked hard enough, but I know that there's a plate on the back. It's an MSI brand, or it's an MSI chipset. I think it is something like that. And it's a AMD 570 or 580 or 590X. I can't remember. It's one of those. It doesn't matter now. This is the one I'm using currently, but I'm not using it as well. As you can see, I am in boost ride. Woo! Boost ride. Yay! Okay. Every now and again, I'll do that. I'll show you guys. I'm still playing in my Firefox browser. It takes gaming in your browser to a whole new level, huh? Now we're gonna stop by this guy. We're gonna pick up his locator. So we have another one, because when you save and reload, it'll reload the locators as well. Do I have any cloth? I do. 1, 2, 3, maybe? I'm not sure how many Molotovs I can hold. Oh, no, I'm full of Molotovs. Never mind. Oh, there I go again. So I can't pick up this alcohol. Okay. But yeah, and I cleaned it once again just recently. I can actually get that for you. Let me show you guys something. Yeah, that right there. That is my graphics card currently. Look at the discoloration around the DVI port and around the 2 ports that I don't use. But yeah, look at all that overheating and scarring. Yeah, that's pretty darn crazy. That's the graphics card I'm currently using, and this is why my games load so slowly, I'm pretty sure. Definitely a bad deal there. That's what happened over that summer, and it's gotten worse since I last looked at it. Like, this is much worse than last time, and you can see there's a backing plate right above those ports there. There's that backing plate that I can't see the circuit boards or anything like that on the backside. So but yeah, that's the current card I'm working with, and I think this is why my games load slowly. If I didn't see that satisfactory slip up where it loaded the graphics in extremely slowly and the game was lagging and all that, I would have never suspected the graphics card. I would have suspected hard drive. But yeah, that's my graphics card. And this is why I'm not able to play on high settings and stuff like that. Like, I can play on high settings and it's just fine with it usually, but when it auto saves, or when it's sometimes it gets real moody and I don't want to play a game very well. It wants to be super laggy for no reason. But Anyway, that is that graphics card. Okay, here we are back in the game. Back into Booster Raid. Has control of my has control of my Alright then. Sounds like I've been drinking and stuff like that too, but no, I'm just super excited because man, I love playing this game. I've played this game. I haven't hit 100 hours yet, but I've played this game and played this game and played this. I've played this game every day since it's came out. Every single day. And I am not tired of it. And I have beat the game a few times now. And yep, still not tired of it yet. This game's just so much fun. This game could be annoying at times. It could definitely be very, very irritating, and whatnot. But I get irritated and then I move on. Trying to get up this cliffside here. So yeah, this is the third most important cave. You can see where the rivers combine here. The three rivers. Well, actually, technically it's two rivers, but it's three different streams. You can definitely tell this is the third most important cave. You know not to go to this cave. Yeah, it's like we should be getting level with it here soon. We're close to. Okay. No, not to go to this cave until you've gotten. Hello. Until you've gotten the two prerequisite items. So we're not going to stick around. Just going to grab the cloth around here. On this or on this guy in the middle, there is a slingshot. So do be aware of that to pick it up. And in we go. And you'll know immediately that this is definitely not the cave you should be in until you have both the zipline gun, the rope gun, whatever you want to call it, and the rebreather. Because you'll know because there's this zipline here. So yep, there's a zipline here. You cannot get past this. I've seen several try. There is a rebreather tank down here if you should you need it. But I've seen a few different YouTubers trying to get past this without this rope gun. But so far, as far as I know, they were unsuccessful. And here we go. So that's the first prerequisite. That's why you need the zipline gun, is to get into this cave. I don't think there's much of anything around here that I remember. Yeah, this is the cave. You can also cheese it if you like. And it's pretty easy to cheese a lot of the enemies. And since we're full on creepy armor, we might just do so. Okay, and this is why you need the rebreather. There's a bit of rope and a skull. Because you need the rebreather to go into here. So you can go down this massive hole in the center of the room. Or massive hole in the center of the pond. And there we go. Man. You know, even though it's not the most ideal quality in the world, Booster Raid is holding strong, man. It is working. It's a great service. Okay, so here we can cheese it. I think. Yeah. I mean, we might not need to, but come on, guys, into the water because mutants can't swim. So. There you go. Oh, no, not quite. Come on, buddy. Yeah, there you go. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Bleh. Come on, buddy. Yeah, like I said, you can cheese it. They are blind, so they, oh, made a different sound than what I'm used to. See how creepy they are? That's why they're called creepies. They have no eyes. Come on. Nah, he's too smart. Oh, there he goes. Blade. They do a little jolt. Nice little energetic jolt. There should be some fingers here. I don't know if there's any fingers in this specific part. Come on, buddy. Hey, ammo. And there's the wetsuit. I forgot about that. So yeah, it's just after the first area that you enter. You'll come across these bones. Eat it. Well, drink it in this case. Yeah, so the wetsuit was right here next to this little air tank on the right side. Get some ammo. And that allows you to swim in water faster, but it's slower on land. So just be aware of that. Okay. I think we're too far in now to... Oh, so this is the area. Once you get to this point and you see this little river, we're not able to come back up here. So make sure you get that wetsuit and that ammo before you go any further. This is why. Lost my footing. Whee! And there we are. Oh, I forgot to give a save before I entered this cave. Oh well, it's fine. But yep, that is, you slide down into that water and you can't get back up, so... you are now stuck in this cave at this point. There's no way out. It was a trick, haha! Just kidding. Alright, grab some of that, grab some of that. Okay. Just follow this cave around. Oh, here's a big area. 4. There's also some twins in here, I think. Is this the one I'm thinking of? It's got twins in it. If only your weak point was your knees and like fingers. I bastard. Ah! Back, beast! Yeah, this thing eats up stamina. Like it is OP, but man, it is stamina heavy. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm killing these guys so easily with just a spear, it's because I have them on low health. I've played this game enough. I've experienced the pain that is this game, so I'm good on playing on baby mode. That's why it's custom. There's another one. Yeah, these guys were having a good time. Full on heals. By the way, if you see any flashing of like color or anything like that, I think that is the because the the boosteroid hardware, the boosteroid computers are being streamed to me, so that must be their computer doing something. Possibly. But it also could be my computer going, what the hell is going on? You're playing a game in a browser. Well, what are you doing, you dumbass? That's not how things work. That's probably what my PC's thinking right now. Like, how is this possible? Like, when I first played it, or played with the boosteroid stuff, it was just like, I was sitting there going, how is this freaking possible? It is nuts. I want the gold. Using up all my stamina. Flashlight's about to go out. Yeah, we'll let my flashlight kind of drain here. Or I can just, you know, be impatient. Okay, this one's gonna have the fingers and the twins and stuff in it. Yep, I see him. Alright, grenade time. Grenada. Not that one. I didn't get that fingers. Or that other one. I got the twins though. Yeah, see, their weak point is their knees, so you can just stun them. Oh, no you don't. Give me the knees. So you can stun lock them. This takes a lot more on the normal game, but you can still kill them that way. They do get stun locked by hitting him in the knees. That's their weak point. And some more ammo. Sweet. Now I can take care of the 3 twins that'll be at the end of this cave. There's a flashlight attachment in this dude right here. Got this dude with the golden magazine, and then this dude. Yeah, the flashlight attachment in his hand or something. Okay, and that's this area. This area is much more dangerous on normal. Some more duct tape. Duct tape and pills, that's all you ever need. And babies. Come here. So I can poke you. This is my poking stick. Just so happens to be very, very dangerous. And there's some more ammo. Ah, you bastard. Die! And the hitbox. There's some more buckshot. Sweet. Carbon fiber arrows. This area. Okay, so somewhere along here will be an area that looks strange. I think. I don't know where it's at. Anyway. Money, 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 money. There's another achievement for picking up $1,000. So, you know, if you like achievements, there's a whole bunch of money on the slope. As well as there's a offshoot to the left. How did that work? We're underwater. So yeah, you see legs, you'll see some money. As well, some arms, some more floating money. be sure to collect as much as you can. Okay, then we just go up here. Ah, maybe a box. Some more ammo in it. And money, 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 money. I'm full on tanks. All the money. I think that's all there is. Just a bunch of money. Yeah, this doesn't go anywhere. I actually don't know where that is. There's... I don't know. That's like a different part of the cave that we've already been to. It's pretty cool though. Sweet. Just making sure. I think I got all the money. So this is another part we can cheese, I believe. Hey, buddy. It keeps pushing me down. What's going on here? Am I like stuck? Like stuck to the bottom. I don't know why I'm stuck to the bottom. There's a little bit of a glitch there. Okay. So, we got 2 of them. There's a bunch of fingers down this one. There's a few anyway. Hey, fingers. Knee time. Got your knees. Sweet. Okay, there's nowhere else to go. Alright, now... do we have any more? We do have some timed explosives. Oh, we do have more grenades. Okay, I did find some more. There's like 3 twins up here. All in this small area. It's quite crazy. Oh, I thought I was hitting a twin. I hit a baby. Did I get him? Maybe not. I guess pistol time. Pistol time! There was only one twin. Strange. Last time I was here, there's like 3 twins. And before we approach that guy, I just wanted to make sure all the enemies were dead because there's an epic moment up here. Epic! Underground facility is massive. Underground facility is underground. This statement is true. Anyway, let's go ahead and put away my pistol. Put away that. Put away my flashlight. Screenshot time. This time, I am going to save this screenshot. Somehow. I'm going to find a way. Unequip. Okay, so there we go. That is the big reveal. The underground facility. You know, I'm going to do this. I'll have the shovel in place as well. Yeah. So we're getting the shovel this episode. What? Can I back up just a little bit? There we go. The reason is because I got to cut out the UI that I usually do in my screenshots. So I want him front and center. Then we have a bit like that. That should work. Cool. And then back to 1. And back to L. Yep, big reveal, big underground facility, and the shovel. This is what we get next. So sweet. Oh, and some more ammo. Alright, let's head back. Now I know what you're thinking. You just came down a way that you can't get back out. How are you gonna do it? How are you gonna get out of here? You're trapped forever. You got the shovel, but you're trapped forever. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Everything will be fine. So go ahead and just swim on out of here. It's like, you'll see. No. There's a part of the cave that opens up. That allows us to get out. Oh, I missed money. Money, 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 money. All the money. Yeah, there's a bit of backpack money. See, I've seen this part glitch a few times, so we gotta watch out and listen out for the part that's gonna happen up here. I always forget where it's at for some reason. I always forget where it's at for some reason. Well, that guy's head is encased and stuff. So there's a thing, but I have no idea. So we're gonna keep. We'll go back through this room. It looks like. We're gonna keep our eye on the left wall here. I've passed it before too. I always forget where it's at, to be honest. I've done it like a million times and I still forget. Is it here? No, it's further up. Yeah, it's past this room. Yeah, I think it's like really far back. Is it in this room? This area? Yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah. So it's past the 2 big rooms. Also, I missed some boxes here, which give me some grenades. Sweet. So yeah, there's another sluggy, I believe they're called. I could be wrong about that though. Timed explosives need to be crafted. These can just be found. So. Run! Yay! Back to 1. Okay, and we're out. Just about. We got some more enemies to face, I think. I think there actually might be some babies. I'm specifically remembering babies before the end of this cave. Yep, they're there. Ah, you bastard. Now, one baby did fly behind me. Oh. Now, these things just whittle down your armor. In normal, I believe it's like 2 hits with the spear. I think we got them all. Sweet. Hey, there's a dude there. Up we go. Up, up, and away. Oh, there's no babies. Man, there's a lot of babies in this one. Ah, he still got me. Alright, cool. Hopefully that's all of them. Maybe not. Yeah, that's not all of them. Okay, and then here's no return. So hopefully you got everything. And that should be the end. Yeah. Sweet. Is it daytime? Is it nighttime? It is Nighttime. Definitely nighttime. Okay, let's go back in. And we're gonna put down a tent. Hopefully we can do that. We got enough room. Yeah, right about here should be good. We'll go ahead and put ourselves down a tent. Oops, I didn't want to put 2 down. I just wanted to put just the one. Okay. Go ahead and sleep. And save. Imagine the nightmares you'd get. Jeez. You go through like this entire experience and then you sleep. I don't think I'd be able to sleep. Alright, sweet. We're gonna head out here. I'm gonna take my rebreather off because we're done with that. Alright. Head out. There should be a river nearby that we can drink from as well. Yeah. Pull out my map instead. That way we don't have to waste our canteen. Nice. I should have skinned more. These are probably all rotten. Yeah. All the rotten fish. Okay. Let's see, what gives us a decent amount of food? These things, I think, will give us some decent food. My hands look disgusting. Sweet. Yeah, that gives us a pretty good, decent amount of food. I'm gonna eat these little steak bites. Because they don't really do much for your food anyway. They'll keep you from starving, but... so you eat these oysters, huh? Mmm, delicious! Raw oysters. That sound, man. Like, I think they might have like recorded the guy like or a person like slurping up some like noodles or something like really liquidy, kind of nasty. Or maybe they recorded him actually eating an oyster. Who knows? uh, oh man, looks so good right here. Okay. Oh yeah, look how good that looks. I mean, it is a little pixely, sure, but man, it looks so good right now. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. That should be the new Booster Right Cloud Gaming. I'm loving it. I fell in a hole. Actually fell back into the game exit. Anyway. So the first place we are going to head is dig site B, I think. Yeah, we're going to go dig site B. So we're going to follow this river kind of back towards where we decided to set up home. Or where we decided to build earlier in the game. I think it's like summer now. I'm not sure how long spring and summer, fall and winter last. I'm not sure at all. Because I got it on I got it on long long mode, just like the day. The day is long, the seasons are long, but they're not realistic. They're not on the realistic setting. So I have no idea. Just imagine though, like like I survived a week in Sons of the Forest on realistic settings. If it is truly realistic. I don't know if realistic is actually realistic or if it's just Skyrim my way up here, sure. Skyrimming. Ooh. Yeah, we don't want to fall. Be careful of that. I'm so dead. Oh my gosh, I survived that. Ooh, buddy. Okay, 10 pills. Ooh, that's the danger of Skyrimming up the mountainside. Oh, I didn't even need to. I don't know. I was trying to beeline it for this flashing marker here, which is maintenance hatch B. And thought that cliff was going to be in my way. It's not. Okay, we'll just follow this cliff side on this right side here. I believe it is. Okay, and here we are at maintenance hatch B. So now we need the shovel. Cannot see. Let's turn on my lights. Bling. Yes. Not that one. I want a shovel. Shovel. I put away that map. Alright, dig. Usually I make my friends dig this. Be like, it's for an achievement, so you dig it. Yeah, these maintenance hatches are hard to find the door. Once you find the door, though, just dig out the door and you should be good. Come on, dig it. Diggy, diggy, ho. Where the hell is the hatch at? Aha! You found the hatch. Once you do find the hatch, or the edges of the hatch, just dig around the edges of it. It'll go much faster for you. Because they have a little thing in this game. If the game thinks you're only digging a hole just to dig a hole, because there is no real purpose of actually digging holes other than to dig these up, the game will only dig that hole. But if you're digging up an area like this, and you dig the right spots, like that, it reveals more of the object. So, alright. Maintenance hatch B. Or A, sorry. Maintenance hatch A. I was wrong. Apologies for that. I was completely and utterly wrong. Okay, let's get out our spear. And then the light. Oops, some more zipline rope. Zipline rope is always good. Okay, yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. So this one's going to have babies in it. That's why. So maintenance hatch A. I'm an idiot. Yeah, maintenance hatch A. I'm going to drink that soda since we can't carry anymore. Delicious. You can kind of see the babies over there. And we got some music to fight to. There's only a few. There might be some in the room too, but yeah, let's go ahead and loot this area. More printer ink. And look at that, the fireman's axe. Oh, it doesn't have an animation. So the fireman's axe, I don't ever use it. It does do more damage, but look how much speed you lose comparatively. Like the fireman's axe, just I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. His speed is so much slower for. I mean, if it's a one-hit kill on most things, it'll be worth it, but it's not. So, so the modern axe is definitely better, in my opinion. Yeah, it doesn't do as much damage, but it is faster, so I'm able to deal out that damage faster. So that's the balance there. We got everything in this area. So this is maintenance hatch A, I guess then. But maintenance hatch A, this is the hatch that has the key card in it. So this is why I went here first before we go anywhere else. Some rotten meat I'm probably gonna forget about later. Ooh, some cereal. Not full on cereal, so delicious. Look like Fruit Loops. I do love me some Fruit Loops. So here's another thing. Ah, that light. Go away, light. So yeah, you can go ahead and read it. There you go. That's enough time, right? And there is a laser sight and some ramen noodles. And here's the key card. Carl Planter is a maintenance key card. So we have the maintenance key card. That's the first one you acquire in the game. Give me more of these. I am full on rope. Okay, while that's printing over here, there's another little thing you can pick up, an album cover. And if you want to see it, that one didn't force auto equip like it should have, but yeah. Bad Pivot is the band. So this is all their music. This is why it's copyright free, which is amazing. Thank you, Endnight. And also you can't turn this off, so it's a record. Also, there's no record on there, by the way. Oh, maybe there is. They don't look like a record. Not shiny. It just looks like it's playing on the plate. And also, this music would have quit a long time ago, because records, they're like tapes. They have an end. They're not like CDs where they can just play over and over and over again. Now let's print some more hooks. And put those in there. 2 ropes. Fine. I'll go ahead and craft these real quick. Oh, we are full on zipline rope. Okay. Grab some more hooks then. Print those hooks. This also gives you a place to save. Can you pick up this book? No. There's a circuit board you can grab from that. I shouldn't have saved, to be honest, but that's okay. Because I need to go in here. So in here should be the tuxedo, I believe. And a book called Sam Sound. No idea. Who is this? Who's the artist? Artist. Jesus. Never mind. Yeah, there's the tux. Oh, I didn't want to put on the tux. Yeah. I like my tactical stuff. Tactical jacket. There we go. So far we got the leather jacket, we got the tactical jacket, that's what we're wearing, and we got the tux. So, very nice. Very nice. Yep, that's all there's in here, just another book to collect. Get some more of them for me, please. I think that's just about all there was in here. But the key card is very, very important for us to have. Okay, and we are full on hooks now. So, if I ever need more, I got more. I should also. Oh, no, I should have been doing. Should have been printing more arrows. I don't think. Am I full on arrows? I can't remember. I do like this 3D printer though. I like that you can 3D print arrows. That's pretty cool. We can't use these arrows yet, but there is that. So I'm just going to print myself some arrows real quick. Alrighty, and I am full on arrows as well now. Full on printed arrows. Let's go ahead and throw it on a save. I know, I was just standing there wasting flashlight. I forgot about it until it just clicked a second ago. Yeah, we can go ahead and leave now. we now have everything from this area. So now we're going to go to another dig site, so we can dig up our third and final team member. And what's not? Still daylight out. Good. Up we go. Let's put that away. Pull out the map. Map, please. Thank you. No more. I think we walked by here already. Trying to think. Do we go through the food and storage? No, we do not go through the food and storage yet. Not yet, anyway. So the place we are heading, it's for that purple marker there, and then we'll have to backtrack. But I'll tell you why. Because inside the food and storage, that area has a mid-game boss, so you definitely want. I shouldn't have. Good thing I didn't hit him. You definitely. Sorry, I saw an enemy and thought I was gonna die. But yeah, you definitely want you would definitely want the shotgun before you enter the food and storage area again. So, just saying, it's up to you. Okay, here we are at our next area. This is where the shotgun is located. This area, you do have to dig for it. This is why we needed the shovel. This is why I said don't go to this marker in the previous episode. Yep, because here is the dude's grave. Get that rock out of here. So you will have to defend yourself in this area too, just in case you were curious about that. Yep. And you want to dig on this side of it. Now, if you're playing on with graphic settings low for the grass, you will have to remember that it is the side that's it's the side towards the trail, not that side. That's where you need to dig. Otherwise, you'll dig on the wrong side for a little bit and go, what the hell? The GPS tracker and shoot gun. Hell yes. I actually like this shotgun. It's very nice. Like I said, you will have to defend yourself against this. Alright, let's move on. We have a shotgun now. And it's fully loaded. So now, we're going to go ahead and head out. Okay, we are at our next location. Yes, the food and storage bunker. The one where the mid-game boss is. This is why I went and got the shotgun first, because there's a mid-game boss inside of here. Now that we have the keycard to access that area. We came here before, but we didn't have the keycard. There's just a bit of food we could get. Alright, time for a light. Also, once we get down there. There's always lag right there. Even my game does that. Must be some weird thing loading. Because there's not a loading screen in between this area. Oh, a little bit of input lag there. My internet must be having a fit. Okay, sweet. Some more bacon bits, brain bits, and all that. Steak bites. Let's just go ahead and eat that cereal. Eat that cereal. Got some more ramen. Some more ramen noodles here. Some more cereal. Some more oysters. Some more raw meat. And some more candy bars. Let's see, did the meat in my inventory, it did not go off yet. Now, why did you do that? You idiot. I think it should be like, eat, when you go to eat raw meat, it's like, are you sure? It's like, damn it. And sometimes you misclick. So yeah, one of the things you can do inside these bunkers, this is all fun. This is always fun. Is so now that the fires don't last as long. Very unequipped fire extinguishers, because they can't put out my fire. I'm gonna have some soggy meat. It's flavoring. It's adding moisture to the meat. The game's like, or the fire extinguisher's just like, no, what are you doing? I'm getting soaked. It's just too funny. Come on, cook. Cook faster. There we go. Okay. And then they turn off. So funny. I just love how there's tracks right here, from this pool of ketchup, because the Roomba's like been trying to clean it up, but it's just dragging it all over the area. Because the Roombas can't clean up a liquid. They might be able to now, but I knew that Roombas don't traditionally pick up liquid very well, because in all actuality, they still are a vacuum cleaner, and you wouldn't use your vacuum cleaner to suck up liquid normally. So the Roombas don't exactly do that. There might be some liquid ones, or some ones that can handle liquid inside their storage compartment. Can actually suck it up. You never know. I'm also full on soda, so I'm gonna drink one. Okay, cool. And then we're gonna get out our pokey stick, because our pokey stick, because there's gonna be babies inside this. I don't know if it's inside this doorway or the next one. I'm not sure. But now we can access this with the Virginia keycard. Or Virginia keycard. There is a Virginia keycard in here, but we can access that for the maintenance keycard. So this is the hydroponics area. See, there's the babies. So good old hydroponics. There's also a fingers over here somewhere. I think it's further along though. I missed. There we go. Any more babies? No. Okay. We're full on crossbow bolts. So over here, you'll see this guy laying here. Crossbow! Boom. Yep, now we got a crossbow. And it's already loaded too, so don't get confused. And there's some energy mix plus there. And a canned food. So very, very nice. Okay, we're not going to be using this, by the way. We're going to be using our spear instead for right now. Because like I said, there is a fingers, and I believe it lurks out of that doorway over there. I think it does. Or it's in here, maybe. I'm not sure. Where are you, fingers? I swear there's a fingers in this area. It's blueberries. Okay, I guess we'll got... I thought I heard him a second ago. Yeah, I hear him. He's to the left. Oh, he's right before the water. Come on, fingers! Come on, buddy. Whoa! Oh, he got me in a corner. There you go. Bye, fingers. He locked me in a corner. He body blocked me. Took out some of my armor. That's okay. As long as we have full armor when we face the mid-game boss, we'll be fine. So now we know we're safe for a moment, because enemies in this game can't swim. Sorry, I'm always like making sure my recording's still going and all that. just go ahead and swing through this area. So yeah, the hydroponics in this area short-circuited. And they just kept pumping water is basically the idea. I believe that is how that would work. If it just kept pumping water and pumping water and pumping water for days, weeks, months, it would just fill the room. But it would take a while because hydroponics don't. I mean, it uses a lot of water, but it doesn't at the same time. Like if you had a leak like that, it would take many days, weeks, or months to fill the room like this, to flood the area. So there's the other keycard door. We're actually going to take a left real quick. We do not want to enter that double doorway just yet. We want to take a left, go into here, and take another left. Or watch this monitor. So everybody's having a good time, everybody's just partying, and everybody turns into mutants. That's pretty darn crazy. And then the footage reverse, it's just playing on loop, basically. Like the tape's just reversing itself. So yeah, and here's the other key card. This is the Virginia key card. Virginia Puffton, this is the VIP card. So this has all the clearance you're going to need, pretty much. So this is the new lore they just added as well. So wild story, plane crash survivor claims pharmaceutical company experimenting on mutated humans. Yep. So this is Sahara Pharmaceutical that bought the other island. They bought the island in the first game, and this is Eric. Had he was a plane crash survivor with his son Timmy, and they crashed on that island, and they uncovered a whole like area where they were experimented on the mutants and stuff like that you face, experimenting on cannibals, turning them into mutants and things like that of that nature. I might have some of that wrong, but anyway, that's basically the kind of lore reveal of that. So yeah, this is Eric LeBlanc, I believe the name is. The last name. I always forget the last name. Yeah, Eric LeBlanc and his son Timmy survived the island. And whatnot. And here's another thing. One more of Artifact 2. I think it's related to the cube. Probably. And there's a soda. And there's also a shotgun rail. Some shotgun slugs right there. Very nice, very nice. I'm not going to put attachments on my weapons because they said they fixed it, but there's still some issues with that, and I do not want to lose my my attachments. Okay, so now we're going to go into our inventory. We're going to go over to our shotgun, which is up here. So shotgun, I'm going to put that on 5. Should be good on food. Oh, I want to put all my creepy armor on as well. All the creepy armor I have left. There we go. Okay. I just decided to take off the tech. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I'm just experimenting. One more. I want that tech armor to get hit first. If I do take a hit. Okay. Oop, I hit escape there again. Alright. 5 for shotgun. L for flashlight. Let's go. Again, I'm not putting attachments, because attachments can be broken still, so... Yep. As you might have guessed, I am gearing up for the mid-game boss here. Because through these doors is the mid-game boss. Okay, so this was the room from the surveillance, by the way. And there's a creepy. Actually, I want to take out all the creepies first, I think. So 4. Before the mid-game boss gets here. That way I'm only facing the mid-game boss. Yeah. That's gonna skin him too. I just don't want to waste my shotgun shells on these little guys. It's like I knew there was a mid-game boss in here, but I forgot there was actual enemies as well. Oh, we could do it too. Missed his head like twice. Wait, where did... oh, yeah. I know there's another one. Where'd you go? Just running around. Ah, you bastard. Go ahead and skin you. Skin him! Skin him alive! They're technically alive, but they're not. They're definitely not people anymore. This is non-reversible. They are but a husk of a person. It's getting max creepy armor, because I know I'm going to lose it, so... Hey, you.
Although living at the beach might seem like a dream, we have struggles like everyone else. These are my friends. This is my life. And this
These are my friends.
from California.
By the way, YouTube. That's not what you think. Don't look. Okay. So now we're going to go to 5, because we seem to have taken care of all the ones in here. So yeah, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to walk towards that back wall. That's what we're going to do. Let's do it. Bring it! I have a shoot gun. Found the Puffton family. Now these guys hit hard, so try not to get hit. Ah! Keep running all over the place. Ah! No! Oh no! I'm being knocked down constantly. Man, like I said, they hit hard, so... Yeah, we definitely do not want to get hit. Not too many times, anyway. Ooh, buddy! Blew him away. Ah! Okay. Come on, Barbara. Holy crap! She took so many shots. I was using buckshot as well. Good thing I had so much ammo. Oh, here's addresses, by the way. Over our right of the door. That's for Virginia. So yeah, if you didn't know, this is Barbara and Edward Puffton. What the fuck is his name again? Already forgotten. Oh, I'm full of creepy armor. Oop. There you go again. Hitting escape. Don't need the flashlight in here. Actually, probably starting to run a little low. Yep, they were turned into mutants. They were at a dinner party, and they got turned into mutants. So here's another mutant, a slinky. I call it a slinky. This is actually called a caterpillar, but I call it a slinky because it's a much better name. So we got creepies, we got slinkies, we got a fingers, and we have a twin as well. These two people must have been sitting in the same chair when that happened, or were nearby. So here's the email. You can go ahead and read that if you like. Pause the video and whatnot. So there's a fingers as well. And bacon bite. So yeah, this is where they were sitting. So here's Edward Puffton. So they made significance on these, but the first time you came in here, um, you weren't able to pick these up, but you had to notice them. So people were missing them. Yep. And here is Barbara Puffton. And this is where Virginia Puffton was sitting. She got turned into a mutant too. At least that's the implication anyway. That's the way I take it. There's a bunch of bacon bits. They added a radio to this area, which is really cool because there didn't used to be a radio in here. That's good, man. They even though they have low health, like my custom game, man, I faced them on normal, but with a few friends, and we had trouble killing them. A lot of shotguns going off. We definitely prepared for it. So normally what would happen when you got to this area, and you'd come about mid-room, you'd see the guy that hit you with the pistol in the very beginning scene. He'd be standing here and he'd fall backwards into the water. Or get pulled backwards into the water, I'm not sure. You would see him, which didn't really make sense to me, but I was just like, maybe somebody will make sense of it. Okay. That looks to be it for this area, which is nice. So that's the mid-game boss. They do take a lot of hits, and it looks like they made their AI kind of combo with each other a little bit. So you get Barbara that'd run up and hit you, knock you to the ground, and then Edward would come up and just beat the crap out of you as you're on the ground and knock you down and stuff like that. Okay, it's just changing song. I was like, ooh, that's eerie. So yeah, in here is a bunch of water. So here we go. I don't know if they fixed it yet, but definitely be aware. Stay away from this bottom area. Um, don't try to go through any small holes or nothing. If there is any, you'll fall through the world. I watched a YouTuber do that. They got too close, and they were just like, "Oh, a little hole. Is this where I'm supposed to go?" And they just fell through the freaking map. And they had to swim. Because below the map is all water. They had to swim all the way out to the beach, and then jump up out of the beach. I don't think there's any more in here. I think that's pretty much it. I know you can't see anything right now. I can't see anything either. Okay, we made it. Oh, there is something else in here. I don't want to deal with you. Same with you. I'm just lazy. Blam! Is there a twin down here? This might be the end. I am hungry. I know. Oh. It just looks like babies left. Definitely not shooting these guys. That's a big waste. Hi. Get away from me. Just annoying babies. I don't remember where the end is. I am hungry though, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat. We'll eat some ramen. This stuff dehydrates you like crazy. Makes sense though. Okay, then we'll drink a couple sodas. Not waste our water. Plus we're damn near, or we're full on them, so might as well. There we go. I'll fill up again. Shotgun time. Get it reloaded. Oh, those bats. I was just like, what the hell? What's that sound? Sounds like a bunch of little feet. Alright, and out we go. Hopefully it's daytime. No, it is not. Back in I go. Fuck that. I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep. They were just waiting for me. Let's just go ahead and sleep. I shouldn't have ate and drank. I really need to stop doing that. Well, actually. Or was I woken up? I might have been woken up. Because I didn't lose much food or drink. No, it is daytime. Okay. I need to go back in real quick. To retrieve my my tent. Okay. Go back to 5. Turn off the light. Pull out the map. Oh, there it is. I was just like, what the heck? Alright, here we go. Okay. Well, that was a romping good time. Let's go and take off this rebreather so it doesn't bother us anymore. Alright. Very nice. Look how far we are away from where we entered, which was that way, or that way, sorry. That's crazy, huh? Alright, that's maintenance. We got 2 maintenance hatches we gotta enter, as well as we gotta do bunker entertainment. So let's go do bunker entertainment, I think, then. We'll do bunker entertainment, and then we'll do one of the other maintenance hatches next to the runway strip, and then then we need to um, there's 2 markers. There's that marker kind of in the top left corner of my GPS there. That's one of the other maintenance hatches, I believe. Oh, hello. We're just gonna mosey on by. Not worried about him. Alright. Mmm, delicious. Nice. And here we are at our next location. Well, our previous location, but next location. Yeah. We're coming back to here. And we're going inside. The reason being is because we have the key card now, so that should be fun. Plus, at the beginning of this, we do have a save as well, or we'll be able to save because there's a bed. So, very nice. But yeah, now that we have a key card, we can finally do bunker entertainment, which is this was the first place we ever visited that had a printer. So it's going to have some items in it, and whatnot. It's full of candy bars. Just munch down on that. Our printer resin. Some more arrows we can't pick up. It's fine. More batteries, nice. Gonna need those. More wires and more printer resin. Yep, we're back here. We're just gonna throw down a save. Nice. Game saved. Okay. And we'll go over here. Over to this area. Should be some. Oop. Oh. Been stuck in the wall. I have fingers on my toes and toes on my fingers. Because of the creepy armor. uh, you guys ready for a good time? Let's do it. Using the Virginia keycard to get into it. This is called Bunker Entertainment. I hadn't said so before. We're going to pull out a pokey stick, because there is fingers in here. I don't know about this first area, but there's that. There's another soda there. There isn't much in this first little room. But there is an energy mix over here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Energy mix. And there's some rocks and some more cloth. Lots of cloth in this area. It's a nice area for cloth. It's a long area though. I thought there was an email. Yeah, I'm misremembering. I might misremember a bunch of stuff. Maybe some areas. Look at that freaking yoga ball just rolling across the screen. I think there's enemies in here. Maybe? I know there's no items in this. There's like literally no items. There's just some babies. Don't want them sneaking up on me. Yeah, there's literally nothing in here. Not a single item. I don't know if they plan to add something in here eventually, but yeah. Literally nothing. Okay. Oh, I see one creepy. Just go around the outer edge. There's another soda. Some coins. Sweet. Nothing along this side. And nothing along that side. Okay, come on, creepy. Poke. I think he's dead. You stuck on that exercise equipment. You need to know how it works. I'll show you. And that's how you use the exercise equipment. Love it. Hopefully I don't get stuck in this pile of weights. Oh no, I'm full on creepy armor. Okay, good. There's another soda. Yeah, we're full up on drink pretty much, so I'm not going to worry about even drinking it. So yeah, over here, right there, is the tracksuit. Tracksuits that's on this weight. So you got this piece of equipment, and then you got this piece of equipment, and that piece of equipment's the smallest one. Right here next to this green weight on this side of the room. I heard a fingers. Where'd he go? He was stuck behind that counter. Oh, I hear him. There he is. Hello, fingers. Fingers. Stun lock him. Stun lock him. Ah. Yeah, I just can't get his knees. There we go. That guy had some knees that didn't want to take any damage. Oh, I should skin him as well. Come here, fingers. I mean, I just was not dodging those hits like I should have been. Oh, let me put on some creepy armor. It's always blurry in this area. Even on the best computers. My computer does say, oh, creepy armor. It got stuck to the wall. Imagine you like skin something while it's still bleeding. Like slap it against the wall. Just nasty. Okay, and that'll replace my 2 creepy armor that I have. Oh, I see a creepy over here. There's also a twin here somewhere. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Ew, come here. Don't look, YouTube. No singing! It's creepy. What are you doing? Okay, anyway. So a bit of cloth here. There's just random bits of cloth around the place. But I think if you come in here and you go towards reception, you take a right. I believe this is the room, yeah. And you get the pajamas. So yep, once you come out of that area, go to reception, you take the first room on your right, and it's on that back little shelving bit right there in the corner. That's where the pajama suit is. You can put, I think you put Kelvin in pajamas, if I remember right. Pretty funny. Going around wearing pink pajamas. And that should be... There's a twin out there somewhere. Probably a fingers as well. I think I hear some fingers. Yeah, there's only a few bits of cloth just hanging about the place. Okay. Yep, it's reloaded. There's the fingers. Okay, so I don't think there's anything in here. Where's the twin at? Are you stuck in the pool? Aww. Shot him so hard he didn't know what happened. That's pretty funny. See, if you read these, it's like, join us in the dining hall Monday at 2 p.m. for a special performance by Bad Pivot. And that's the band we seen on the record sleeve. Oh. Yeah, there was one something about air conditioner not working. I guess I might have missed it or whatever. But yeah. There's also supposed to be a twin crossing the glass here. It's like kind of a jump scary type deal. I think they need to do a few more like little, maybe not jump scares specifically, but maybe like enemies coming out of areas that you wouldn't expect. You know, something like that. Let me. Stairs is weird. Got stuck on the stairs for some reason. Okay. Some bit of cloth. Yeah, I don't think there's anything over here much other than a bit of cloth. Another bit of cloth. That's the bar over there. We'll go over there in a minute. I love this type of stuff. I did a really good job on this one. This email I don't read very often. I think the last time I seen it, um, we didn't have the auto equip. Put away the light. Note to all employees: Mr. Puffin desires all. Oh yeah, okay, the digital communication. Yeah. I remember it now. I have read it before. Okay. Yeah, it's like digital communication. About not using digital communication, and then you print it. They want printed out communication. It's kind of weird. We're gonna ignore that door. That's the exit. So we're gonna enter this area first. I don't remember what's here, so I'm just gonna pull out my pokey stick. First thing you come across, here's the guitar. Oh yeah. Nice. If only I could play like that. I have an electric guitar and I can't play for shit. I need to get back on that, get to learning it again. I only learned like the basics and stuff. The only reason I have the electric guitar actually was because I have a 360 game back in the day. The 360 game. What was it called? It's not Guitar Hero. It's like Guitar Smith. I think it's called something like that. It was for the 360 back in the day, and I bought an electric guitar so I could play that because it's like a hardcore Guitar Hero, you know. And yes, I played Guitar Hero as well when I was young. Such an amazing thing. And then, yeah, we got Guitar Smith for the 360. And then I got it, I think I got it for the Xbox One or something. I can't remember. And then I got it for the PC. I have it for the PC as well. So I can play that whenever I like. I need to get back on it because that's a great way of learning guitar. Because most people when they were learning guitar and stuff like that, they was really boring and there wasn't a whole lot of incentive to continue learning guitar. Um, you just wanted to play the songs that you heard on the radio. If you're want to play the songs, then it was like Guitar Smith was the game for you because it not only taught you how to play guitar, you got to play your if you had a bunch of favorite songs, you could play those as well. And you can play them on any difficulty, including the adaptive difficulty, which was nice. Where the difficulty, if you were missing a bunch of notes in an area, it would in real time while you were playing the song, it would actually take notes away, so that it was easier to play. And then as you started mastering those sections, it would add more and more notes until you got to 100%, 100% on the notes itself, on how many notes there were and whatnot, and what type of, I'd say notes, but yeah, is what it is. It was pretty cool, pretty damn cool. I still have it. I need to, like I said, I need to get back on that, but I just haven't been so damn busy lately. There should be a guest keycard. Here it is. So with all these dudes just hanging out, here's the guest keycard. Arnold something. What's the name? Arnold Crond. Not Grand. Arnold Crond. Who knows? We're having a good time with this lady on the table, huh? It's like one of those. Here's another email as well. Can't see it. Yep. So there you go. You can go ahead and read that. Okay. Back to the light. So yeah, you want to pick up that guest key card, and then you still don't want to go towards the exit. The next area you want to enter is in here. And you need the guest key card to open this door. So that's why you need to... Oops. Give me that. Okay, and then inside here I'm going to put away the light so we can read. So read this as soon as possible. From Hank Keys to Jackson Paulette. Keep an eye on the person that hit us in the beginning of the game with the pistol that pistol whipped us. He may be working for Sahara, so they had suspicions that he was working for the other company, the company from the first game. And then here's the next thing. So you can go ahead and read this all if you want, but I'll read the last entry. So the circled entry says Virginia Puffton up there. I have the following living child, Virginia Puffton. And then it says, I leave to Virginia Puffton if they should survive me for their own absolutely, or something like that. I can't quite read it for some reason. My entire estate of 578,534,527, no, 578,534,827,095. So yeah, she's a rich girl. $578 billion. That's a lot of money. I still have this running theory that Barbara Puffton was mad that Virginia Puffton was getting all of it, was getting the entire thing, and Edward Puffton was not leaving his wife anything. Just Virginia Puffton, just his daughter. She got mad and killed everyone. That's still my running theory, even though I know the end of the game and I know it's wrong. I know that theory is completely and utterly wrong, at least the way it's told. But yeah, still. It's like that could have been a cool story too. Now go ahead and eat those little bits, bacon bits. Yeah. I didn't even talk about this guy having the guitar stuck down his throat. That's gotta suck. Today was a goo day. Yes, it was a goo day. Definitely. Oh, that's just nothing. There's some creepies in here. Oh, hello. Like I said, don't look YouTube. It's not what you think. Those are not what you think they are. I swear. Oh, that's right. I have full creepy armor. Hello there. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I was like, there's not much on these pillowcases, I don't think. Actually, probably nothing. There's just a hallway of creepies. I was gonna go right up the ass. Right up the booty. Alright, grab out our light again. Okay, so that way is the exit as well, with the creepy and the babies. He's probably gonna sneak up on us. So, I'm gonna take him out. Oh, you bastard. Okay. Alrighty. So this is the last area. Like I said, that hallway down there, that's the exit. So we don't want to head there just yet, or it's towards the exit anyway. We want to grab this bit of money, some more money here. We want to grab this email. Here's another one, Artifact 2. I like the prompt to zoom as well. That didn't used to exist, but that's nice that they added that. I don't think there's nothing here. Nothing this way. So now you're going to go to this back wall here, which is a double door. This is a cinema. And there's a fingers in here. Hello, fingers. Come here, fingers. Oh, there's some babies as well. Oh, he knows we're in here now. Get him in the knees. Ah! There he goes. He got me. That's okay. Alright, so, yep, bit of soda. Which probably should drink that, actually. Come back here. Give me. Mine. Delicious. Okay. And there is a chainsaw. It's an electric chainsaw. And he uses AA batteries as well, which I think is hilarious. Because that's what we carry around, is AA batteries. Okay. And again, I'm eating and drinking before I exit the cave. Should stop doing that. Well, I mean, I'm not wasting resources, so it's not so bad. Yeah, now we'll go ahead and head out to the exit. So I got the pajama suit, got the tracksuit, got the guitar, the key card, the chainsaw. I think that was about it. Anyway, there's more babies in here as well. I hear him. So there's two ways to go here, but it doesn't matter which way you go. You can go right or left. I think it's stuck below the ground. Yeah, I think it's stuck below the ground. There's usually a few more babies out here, but oh well. But yeah, this way is the same way as coming up from that way. So if you go to the end and you come up this way, it's the same. go ahead and head up this way. And then this is the exit. So we drop down here. There's no turning back. Hopefully we got all the items and we head out. It might be nighttime, so we're gonna hit tab. I should be checking. You know what I should be doing? I think I've been an idiot this entire time. Yeah, it's nighttime. Okay. Should be using the GPS. It has a freaking clock on it. I'm just a fool. Let me. It is not letting me. Will it let me it this way? Maybe it's too steep. There we go. Reaching through the ground to grab that one. So we're gonna go ahead and sleep. Then we're going to go ahead and eat. Eat some MREs. All that meal went rotten, or all those cooked meat I had went rotten, unfortunately. It's because I just forget about it sometimes. And since we're full on soda, there's also an achievement for drinking 50 of those. And let's go and head out. Need a light. Oh, keep forgetting, but yeah, if you can't ever pick up these tents, for some reason it doesn't want to pick up, just jump on it. And then you can pick it up, usually. From there. Okay, off we go. With a bit of 5. Shoot him with a bit of 5. Alright, and we're out, and it is early, early morning. Very early morning. We did go to bed a little bit earlier than we should have. That's okay, though. Okay. So now we're going to head towards the other maintenance hatch. Over by the airstrip. And there's Kelvin following us. He must have gotten sticks all done. Put like 5 holders down so we can fill it with sticks. Hello there. Was that creepy enough for you guys? Sorry about the silence, but um, I wanted the silence to be the guy breathing. It was very creepy when I started hearing it. Ah, no, run away. No, I didn't do it. You're probably gonna chase me off. Yeah, he's chasing me off. I just want to dig, man. That's all I'm here to do. So yeah, this dig area is actually in a cannibal camp. Ah. I don't want to hurt them. If they attack me, though, I will start shooting. Okay, dig it faster. Okay, you started it. He didn't even get a chance. You guys started it. All I wanted was to dig a hole, and you guys made me shoot you. There's the hatch. I can't remember which one this is, but we'll get an item in here. I think it might be the crossbow, to be honest. I don't remember. Dig it faster. Feel myself getting surrounded. Just gotta dig the right area. There it is. Oh no, I didn't want slug ammo. Or am I out of buckshot? I am out of buckshot. Okay. Whoops. I am out of buckshot. That's okay. So which maintenance hatch is this one? This is B. This is B. So I think this one we might get the um, we might get the we got the modern bow, whatever you want to call it. I can't remember what it's called in this game. It's not the crossbow, like I said earlier. Like how all the items load in. It's too funny. This one is the flooded one. So yeah, this one's the the compound bow. That's what it's called. This one will get the compound bow in it. Also has a printer too, so if we want to print stuff. And we're full on resin. A bit of wire. Nothing much here. I think there's a bit of food in here. Yeah, a bit of raw meat. Gonna eat the cereal, sure. I don't think there was... there's nothing on the table here. Yeah, this one just got flooded, that's all. It was abandoned, it looks like. There's some pistol, and there's the silencer. So, yep, silencer and some pistol ammo. We're not going to print anything, we don't need it. And there's the compound bow. Now we have the compound bow. The problem is you can't put any attachments on the compound bow, so it's useless in the dark. That's okay. Let's go ahead and throw down a quick save. Alright. And off we go. So actually, looking at the time limit here, yeah, we are kind of out of time. So, next time we will head over to Maintenance Hatch C, which is over by the golf course. So we'll do Maintenance Hatch C, and then we'll do Bunker Residential, and then we'll do the final part of the game and finish the game, but we'll choose to stay on the island. And then we can build in peace. Well, not build in peace, but we can build anyway. Maybe. We'll see. See if this becomes a build series or not. I really need a single player or a multiplayer series where it is all building and stuff like that. So I do need to do that. But anyway, like I said, we are out of time, so that is going to be it for this episode of Sons of the Forest. So yeah, got quite far with the items, where we've collected quite a few. The crossbow, the compound bow that we're holding here, we got the shotgun, we got a bunch of attachments, we got the guitar as well. What else did we get? We got the chainsaw as well. The chainsaw was another item that we had gotten. We got the shovel, of course. We also got the fireman's axe. And we got the rebreather and the wetsuit. The pink pajamas, the tuxedo as well. And the leather jacket. So yeah, we got quite far. Lots of creepy armor. We got a bunch of these. Like that. Yeah, a whole bunch. Oh, we also got the stun gun. So we also had that as well. And we also got all 3 key cards now. So we have We got we get the VA, you get the maintenance key card first, and then once you get the maintenance key card, you go to the hydroponics to get the VIP key card, and then the VIP key card will allow you into um, the bunker entertainment where you can get the guest key card. And then once you got all three key cards, you can go wherever you like for any other locked doors from here on in. So anyway, like I said, that is going to be it because we're out of time. Uh, so I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.